It is hot as hell, everyone. Well, not like a 9-degree hot day, but you get the point. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode of No Limits to Lucas, Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025 review on No Limits to Lucas. Today being Tuesday, May 27, 2025. Hope y'all are enjoying your Tuesday, by the way. Hope y'all are enjoying your Tuesday. Got nothing else to very much share for you. It's just been like whatever day to say. It's a very fun, nice day outside. Go check out my Twitter at Twitter, Lucas C. Allen, Instagram, No Mr. Lucas, Instagram, Lucas C. Allen, Twitter, Facebook, No Mr. Lucas, and also TikTok, No Mr. Lucas, and Patreon.com/No Mr. Lucas as well. If you're watching on YouTube, hit me a like button on YouTube. It's very better to hit video. Hit the nice people's elbow on that like button. And hit like a bank statement on the subscribe button, to say the least. And maybe unlock the bank statement on the subscribe button, to say the least, but I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but whatever. Also turn the bell for all notifications as well. And watch on Spotify. Leave me a 5-star rating on Spotify and comment on this very podcast as well. I just on my Twitter. I basically said, this is a quote I shared of myself. Like, I'll read it to you right now, to say the least. I pull up my freaking Twitter. I can't really pull up my Twitter, but I put on my Twitter on this podcast. I pull up my Twitter on my other phone, to say the least. Hold up. My Twitter, I took a picture of nice grass. I have grass outside my house. What a beautiful day today, and a lot of grass to touch, and some people should take notes, to say the least. That's what I said on Twitter, I kid you not. And with an eye wink emoji as well. So go check out the Twitter to say. It's been posting a lot more on Twitter, to say the least, as well. Let's get into Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025, your Memorial Day of Monday Night Raw. Also, discussing Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed. This show is probably very boring on paper, though, just to let you know. Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman start the show. Rollins talks about his Money in the Bank qualifier later in the night. That's what he fucking did, man. That's what he did. He explained what Bronson Reed explained Bronson Reed joining forces with Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Did he a little bit on paper? It's a tiny, we mentioned a brief moment. And then he put down the crowd. The crowd was being fucking fickle with like, fuck you, Rollins. Clap, clap, clap. Fuck you, Rollins. OTC. They're pro Roman Reigns in Tampa Bay, Florida. But then again, it's Roman Reigns' basically home state in Florida. He was born in Pensacola, Florida, but you get the point. We're going to discuss that. Also, the best thing on the show, Penta. He defeats Chad Gable Dragon Lee in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Very great TV banger of a match. This was freaking great. By the best thing on the show, bar none. It was the best thing on the show for sure. Also discussing Rusev. He defeats Akira Tozawa, and after the match, Rusev locked in the accolade and tried to attack Tozawa, and someone made it more until Sheamus made the save for Tozawa, and both Sheamus and Rusev stare at each other to end the segment. That was just to bring information to the League of Nations, maybe be like 2 members at least. Fuck Alberto Del Dipshit, by the way. Fuck him. But at least Sheamus and Rusev, the 2 members of the League of Nations, probably can go on a feud to save each other. You know what? Sign me the flying fuck up with that one, man. Sheamus and Rusev, a big time feud, an undercard for a midcard for Raw. Pretty fun to say the least. So discuss that. Because easily the worst thing on the show. The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston defeat American Maids, Blue Brutus and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers, and the Warriors, Eric and Ivar, to retain the WWE World Tag Team titles. And easily the worst thing on the fucking show. It's not even close. This was fucking so forgivable. It's not even funny. But I flip over my notes here. Also discussing Jey Uso, reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion, has a promo and before he could say anything, Gunther interrupts Uso and both of them discuss their upcoming WWE World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw on June 9th or post-Raw after Money in the Bank. A very basic promo. They're also discussing Kairi Sane defeats Liv Morgan, who made a return last night, on how the WWE World Women's Tag Team Champions. That was a pretty okay match for the most part. I think these 2 women could do a lot better, honestly. And Roxanne Perez made her entrance in this match, and also basically cost Liv Morgan the match. Liv was trying to help Liv Morgan until Raquel Rodriguez looked like a freaking dumbass out there, to say the least. So we'll discuss that. Also, Lyra Valkyria, the reigning defending WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, has a promo about her Becky Lynch, and Becky, speaking of the devil, comes out, interrupts, and said if she can't defeat Lyra and Money in the Bank, she will never challenge Lyra in a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship ever again. Gee, I wonder who's winning that Money in the Bank. And by the way, it's also said if Lyra loses against Becky, Lyra must wait to have Becky's hand, or basically raise Becky's hand in the air, to say the least. Botching quite a lot, I know people. It's not great. I'm just very tired, to say the least. I'm just saying. Discuss that. Listen, one more thing in your main event. 8 freaking things to discuss on the show. I was watching Double or Nothing. We'll make Double or Nothing here, bro, honestly. Also discussing Seth Rollins. He defeats Finn Balor and Sami Zayn in the main event. In a men's Money in the Bank qualifier, and after the match, CM Punk made his entrance and attacked Rollins, and then he ended the show. He basically hit a GTS on Rollins at the end of the show, like I said. Discussing today's podcast, go ahead and join me. As always, going to say it's this week's Monday Night Raw review for May 26, 2025, Memorial Day on No Limits of Lucas. Starting with, you guessed it, Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman all start the show. And Rollins basically talks about his Money in the Bank qualifier later in the show in the main event. Basically what he did. I kid you not. I kid you not, man. It's basically what he fucking did. And plus the crowd was basically saying, fuck you, Rollins, OTC, CM Punk, CM Punk. And then they were singing this song as soon as Rollins realized this, and they're basically saying, fuck you, Rollins shit. And then the crowd was singing this freaking song. You can't fix fucking wrestling fans, man. It's fucking laughable. It's like Daniel Bryan / Bryan Danielson, John Cena say it all wrong. Bryan Danielson says the crowd is fickle, and John Cena basically says, you all make this very hard for me to make it easier for me to explain it to you. How much you are fucking ridiculous, so it's dumb if you ask me. Basically what he says in context is Mr. John Cena. And this was just like forgettable. I was there kind of disappointed his explanation on Bronson Reed being a part of the Bronson Reed being a part of Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and also Paul Heyman's stable. I was just disappointed with it, man. I was kind of disappointed for sure. I gave it a B-. Was it like the worst start of all time? No. It was not, but it was like, I'm glad they started the show with this, but still, I'm very disappointed in the explanation here. This is probably the most disappointing thing I saw on the show. Not the worst thing I saw on the show, but definitely the most disappointing thing for sure. This gets a B-. Now, it's the best thing on the whole show is a Money in the Bank qualifier between Penta. He defeats Chad Gable and Dragon Lee in a Money in the Bank qualifier. This gets an A-. Freaking best thing on the show, getting an A-, man. And it's a triple threat match for a Money in the Bank qualifier. You would think it's probably like the second, maybe third best thing on the show. No. It's the best thing on the show. It proves how much Raw was fucking boring last night. But this is a freaking banger of a match. This was freaking great. I love the spots they're doing in this match. All three members, Team Penta, Chad Gable, and Dragon Lee. There's this big spot where I believe Chad Gable flipped Dragon Lee into like a big time flip. Dragon Lee basically did a big time flip over but Chad Gable flipped him over the top rope, and he hit the turnbuckles. That looked freaking brutal, man. And plus, Chad Gable was far away from the freaking turnbuckles, and he still flipped Dragon Lee into the fucking turnbuckles. That was freaking great of a spot. And also, what was those space? Heel Delphin Kingo was in this match, or also he came at a conclusion, basically costing Chad Gable the match. Basically, I did a Worlds Collide match. Event happened before Money in the Bank on June 7th. The Worlds Collide, I don't think it's streaming on Peacock. I think it's streaming on YouTube, honestly. So I'm probably not going to review that, by the way. I am probably not going to review that, because it's not really big important, to say the least. But this gets an A- Team Penta, Chad Gable, and Dragon Lee for a Money in the Bank qualifier. A- your grade. Freaking very fun match, man, to say the least. Moving on to Rusev. Rusev Day! It's no longer Rusev Day, but still. Rusev defeats Akira Tozawa, and after the match, Rusev looked to attack Tozawa even more so, until Sheamus made the save for Tozawa, and both Sheamus and Rusev stared at each other. To basically teasing a Sheamus and Rusev feud. You know what? Sign me the fuck up for that one, man. This gets a B-. Only because I like to stare down we had Sheamus and Rusev gave each other after this match. I could honestly didn't give a single shit about Akria Tozawa and Rusev as a match standpoint. But as a potential star between Sheamus and Rusev for teasing a feud, sign me the fuck up for that one, man. The reason why Sheamus goes banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. There's a reason for that, because Sheamus is fucking great with a professional wrestler. And Rusev is very good at what he does to it, so sign me the fuck up for that, man. That's me a very fun match off freaking title on the line. BS gets a B- over Rusev and Akira Tozawa. Moving on to the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. The reigning defend WWE World Tag Team Champions. Sadly, this has not been a good title. The World Tag Team title's got to go. One set of tag team titles is perfectly fine, and this match showed for it. The New Day defeat the American Maids, Judas and Bruce Creed, the Creed brothers, and the Warriors, Eric and Ivar, to retain the WWE World Tag Team Championships. This gets an over with a big fat C. What the fuck was the point of this? Do you fucking care? Because I know I fucking don't. I do. What I mean, make me supposed to care about this? How are you supposed to make me care about this fucking debacle of a freaking triple threat match? But basically, I'll have to tag team divisions in this match. Tag team guys in this Raw division. Like, what do you have other than this? You got the New Day, your champions. You got the American Made. You got what? The War Raiders, too. You got Alpha Academy. Is there even believe Alpha Academy's in the World Tag Team Champions? I know I don't. You got members of the LWO, but, bruh. Merge the fucking divisions. From the tag team division. Women's is a different story. People want to say the women's division should be merged. I don't know to merge the women's division. But still, I'll at least merge the fucking tag team division. I totally agree with people about that. They need one set of tag team titles. There's no need for two sets of tag team titles. And this match freaking proved it, honestly. Big fat says you're great, and I don't give a fuck. Flip over my notes here, shall we? This boring ass show. Moving on to Jey Uso, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He has a promo before he could say much of anything. Gunther interrupts, and both discuss their upcoming WWE World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw at the Money in the Bank on June 9th in Phoenix, Arizona, which will probably see a return of Bill fucking Goldberg, and God rest our souls. But then again, like, it is what it is. I know Goldberg's going to be back. At least he's not in the world title picture, honestly. Knock on wood. Please, Triple H, not do the same mistakes Vince McMahon did, putting this goddamn old-ass washed-up man in a fucking world title match, please. Because you're not any top specifically. Tag team title, IC title, doesn't fucking matter. The world title doesn't fucking matter, so at least. But this was freaking boring. This was freaking boring, though. Not very good whatsoever. This promo, I mean, it's not bad per se, but still. C+ degree. What the fuck we're talking about? I didn't know fucking care, to say the least. C+ is your fucking grade. Move on to Kairi Sane. Defeats Liv Morgan and one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The really lovely Liv Morgan. It's great to see her back. And she is over with the crowd, by the way. You see that pop when they show Liv Morgan on the screen when the backstage segment with Roxanne Perez. Basically toasting off Dominic Mysterio's Intercontinental Championship. Oh, Dominic there. You look like you got caught there. You just met Dominic Mysterio. Maybe have a conversation with Mr. Dominic Mysterio. This man went from Rhea Ripley, who's gorgeous in her own right, to Liv Morgan, who's probably just as bigger of a like, hotter girl, you'd say the least. I don't want to be like a simp, but still. At least Liv Morgan to me has better looks than Rhea Ripley as I behold her. And then you got Roxanne Perez, who's also a gorgeous woman. The fuck is Dominic Mysterio living the fucking life out here, man? Like, what the hell? This man lives living the life, man. He went from Rhea Ripley to Liv Morgan to now Roxanne Perez. He's still with Liv Morgan to a point, but I'm just making a joke here, honestly. This Kairi Sane Liv Morgan match, it was basic for what it was. Gave it a C+. Not that Kairi was kind of botching this match. But just gotta be honest, this is our first, second match back that we had last week. It might have been qualifier Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark. By the way, wish Zoe Stark nothing but the best there. Wish her nothing but the best as well. But this match is kind of basic. It was like, I could take or leave. I can honestly definitely leave it with this one. And Liv Morgan returns just to take a fucking L. The fuck we doing, bro? The fuck are we doing? C+ is your fucking grade, man. But shout out to Liv Morgan. She looks lovely in red. I love Liv Morgan. I'm not even a big fan of George Blondes. But Liv Morgan is definitely a damn exception, man. She is something else, to say the least. Dominic, bro, I know he has his own wife outside professional wrestling, but still. I mean, you're a lucky man. You get the best, 4 worlds, honestly. His wife and 3 women I just mentioned, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez. Man's living the best life, honestly. You gotta give flowers to Dominic Mysterio for sure. Moving on to Lyra Valkyria, the reigning defending WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. She has a promo about Becky Lynch, and Becky interrupted and said if she can't beat Lyra at Money in the Bank for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, she would never challenge Lyra again. But if Lyra loses at Money in the Bank, Lyra would have to raise Becky's hand after she wins the championship. This is okay. Nothing special. It was solid for what it was. Gave it a B-. Was it special per se? No. This whole show is nothing special whatsoever. What was this damn show? Why is Raw the last 3 weeks getting so much boring grades? The fuck are we doing, Triple H? Is W's boom period over? It probably definitely is over. It's been over probably for the last fucking month since WrestleMania. Or 2, if not 2 months, well, WrestleMania season, to say the least. Basically, since February. What is this show? What is this show? The Raw at the WrestleMania was freaking great, though. But ever since then, it's been going downer and down and down and down and down since. But this gets a B-. A B- for sure. There's a lot of this cheap shots Lyra was giving Becky Lynch in this match. I like the Seth Rollins comment. Did you read about that? About the Seth Rollins comment? I was laughing my ass off. That was freaking hilarious. Lyra Valkyria has been elevating this feud big time, Becky Lynch. That I will say being a positive thing here. Lyra has definitely been elevated from this feud with Becky Lynch for sure. This is a B-, so nothing major per se. Per se, to say the least. But still, this gets a B-. Are you on to your main event, man? Seth Rollins defeats Finn Balor and Sami Zayn in the main event, like I said, a men's Money in the Bank qualifier. And after the match, CM Punk appeared and hit a GTS on Rollins to end the show. And CM Punk basically ran into the crowd. Basically CM Punk 2011 style when he left the crowd. But yeah, he did a lot faster here, though. I was kind of scared. Phil, chill out, Phil. You don't want to break your ankle, bro. Let's be real. He's obviously a lot of injury prone as Mr. CM Punk. You don't want to then be for some stupid runaway in the fucking crowd. I was kind of hesitant, but then again, Phil Buck's CM Punk has been pretty solid. He's been pretty solid for the most part for injuries, minus that one. He's stuff for that Royal Rumble in 2024. So yeah, shout out to CM Punk for that for sure. Maybe he had extra leg work on cardio that day after that. I don't know. Maybe AJ Lee tried to scope him out a little bit and tell him to stop with the freaking injury stuff, to say the least, man. But shout out to CM Punk. This was okay. The match was pretty good. I could have done a cake or leave with the CM Punk appearance, honestly, on the show. This man suffered a tsunami on freaking Saturday night's main event. He's already back 2 days later. What the fuck? Right now, I know he had he has his hand basically wrapped up. Not his ribs, honestly. He was wearing a shirt, but I couldn't tell. It's a different story from another day, I guess. This main event was seen Seth Rollins defeating Finn Balor and Sami Zayn is already a B+. I'm sorry, for the Finn Balor, it's actually now Pin Balor again. She took another pinfall loss. Pin Balor's back on our television. God, I feel sorry for Pin Balor. He'd probably be turning heel with Roxanne Perez and somebody, maybe J.D. McDonough and Carlito. And then Liv Morgan and maybe Raquel Rodriguez and maybe even Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio babyface. That's my prediction of the Judgment Day has been closed, basically. I'm going to have Dominic Mysterio go babyface with Liv Morgan. Not with Roxanne Perez, with Dominic Mysterio. I'm having Dominic Mysterio go babyface with Liv against Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. I mean, it's a SummerSlam match for sure. You can definitely see that at SummerSlam, to say the least. Mixed tag team match with Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez against Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. We're still waiting to find out with that for sure. But this may make Stronger a B+. As the overall show for Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025, Memorial Day edition of Monday Night Raw, gets an all-rave of B-. Not a very fun show whatsoever. It was okay for what it was. Very fucking boring. The last 3 weeks on Raw has been fucking boring. I don't know what was going on with wrestling, man. It just seems like a freaking, bore fest of wrestling. Seriously. This whole... It was what? How many shows I graded? It was 8 shows I graded, right? It was a 7. 7 or 8, to say the least. And the biggest one was a triple tie with B. What? That's not good, bro. That's not good for 8 shows. Only going to big high space was a B, to say the least. A freaking kick up there, to say the least. It is what it is, to say the least. Only NXT. Yeah, NXT is going to definitely be the savior this freaking week for me. Yeah, sure, bro. The television show for NXT. Their PLE for Battleground this past weekend is pretty fun for sure. We discuss that in the Battleground review. But that's your overall show for Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025. It's an overall B-. And that is your Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025 review. I know Mr. Lucas. And thank y'all for watching. Hello, Mr. Lucas, WWE Monday Night Raw, May 26, 2025 review, Memorial Day edition of Monday Night Raw. For today being Tuesday, May 27, 2025. And we'll be back tomorrow for your NXT, May 27, 2025 review. I know Mr. Lucas. And also, maybe in more, I finally did my Drew McIntyre's YouTube short I did today. I finally uploaded that, to say the least. So maybe throughout the day doing more YouTube shorts. I want an Asuka coming up, and also want to believe for Las Vegas for WWE, and maybe some more news coming out too as well. So catch you all later today. More content on YouTube shorts, and later tomorrow for your full-fledged NXT review for May 27, 2020 for review of Nolan Lucas. Until then, until tomorrow for more content on Nolan Lucas and YouTube, obviously. Peace, love, and I'm out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.